Leadership is like a raffle. You must be present to win. To lead, you have to be present. Larry Sen, right, the father of corporate culture, says that our work is to be here now, right? Be present. And if you're present, you're being intentional. And that's executive presence. A lot of the folks that I coach want to work on their executive presence. So what exactly do we work on? Well, it's not really about job performance. It's how you show up as a person and as a leader. And there are three things that we're talking with senior executives. Well, here's what they're looking for when they think about executive presence. They're looking at how you engage and act in work settings. Do you know your stuff? Do you demonstrate high emotional intelligence? Do you know how to use humor appropriately, right? Read the room and engage in an appropriate way. Are you able to act decisively? The second thing that they look for is how you communicate. Are you able to communicate in a concise and clear, consistent and compelling way? When you speak, are you able to hold the room? And are you aware of body language? Are you aware of your own body language? And are you aware of other people's body language? The third thing that I wish it weren't true, but it is true. The third thing that is important when you think about executive presence is how you look. Are you dressing for the next job, right? You're showing up really, all put together. Are you grooming, right? Do you have a haircut and are you showing up well? Are your nails done? All that stuff. Are you paying attention to your fitness, right? You would think, well, that's not as important as how you act and how you communicate. And you're right, it's not. It's actually the third most important thing. But how you show up, how you look, can derail the other two. No matter how you act and how you communicate, if you show up and you're sloppy and you don't look like you're put together, you get dismissed right away. And the sad reality is that people of color and women get judged harder on that one than do white men. So we just need to be aware of that. We need to pay attention to all three of these things and that there's a bias. And I wish there weren't a bias, but it's there and we need to just know about it so that we can pay attention to getting better at how we act in work settings, how we communicate, and to be more intentional about how we're showing up in terms of how we look and carry ourselves. A mentor that I had many years ago gave me some really great feedback. I told him that I wanted the kinds of rooms that I wanted to be in, with real leaders in bigger organizations. And he said, Greg, you show up pretty well in terms of how you act. You're a pretty good communicator, but you need to go shopping because you are not getting in those rooms dressed like that. And that was his test for me. He said, you go shopping and you come back and we'll see. Because I was asking him to invest some of his time and energy in helping me grow myself. So he gave me that test. I went out, I went shopping, I got the look, and I went back and he said, okay, yeah, this is how you want to dress to be in the rooms that you're talking about getting into. And it reminded me of the saying, somebody said that 80% of success is showing up. And we need to, remember that how we show up is really everything. So be here now, show up well, right? That's ultra leadership. I'd love it if you'd hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. We're trying to grow our community here where we all continue to get better together.